everybody, welcome to this week's Aggressive Progressive. I'm here, I got a full panel with you. I got Ron Placone next to me. Hello, Ron Placone.
Howdy, howdy, everybody.
Next to him is Malcolm Fleischner, or do you say Fleischner?
No, you say Fleischner usually, actually.
And also, yes, I do. And also with us is the miserable liberal looking beautiful. Hi, Steph Zamorano.
Hi, Jim.
So we got a lot to get to today. We're gonna tell you, we're gonna talk about Bernie's healthcare plan. We got Jordan Chariton's coming on to talk about his new book. And talk about Hillary Clinton. She's making the rounds on her new book. She's doing all these interviews and it's just blowing our minds. So we're gonna talk about that. Did I also mention that we're gonna talk about Joyanne Reed? Did I already say that already? I feel like I already said that. I'm gonna tell you who she actually is so you don't have to worry about it. Malcolm has a story. What is your story, Malcolm?
It's actually, I'm stealing a story from David Sirota, who's a friend of the show, and about the Arkema plant explosion in Houston after the hurricane. So, if we get to it, I'm predicting we're not going to get to it. The odds makers are saying we're not going to get to it, but we'll see.
The odds makers say we won't get to it. I say we will. Right now, I want to talk about, we said that I was going to try to highlight some more positive news on progressive positive news. So I have a little. Progressives are making gains in special elections, right? So if we go here, Nate Silver tweeted this out. He says, Dems flipped two very pro-Trump districts in special elections last night. There was a 28-point swing in the Dems in New Hampshire and a 31-point swing in Oklahoma. And if you keep looking there, it says he linked a story that says Teflon Don confounds Democrats. Democrats have attacked the president every which way, but polling and focus groups show none of it's working. Now, Nate Silver did that to make the point that that's an incorrect assessment. That no, turns out that Dems are making lots of inroads, that Trump is toxic for Republicans down ballot. That's the point that Nate Silver's making in this tweet, and he went on to say it a couple more times. So let's go to those races. So this is Democrat flips GOP House seat in Laconia Belmont special election. The state Democratic Party said President Donald Trump won the district by 17 percentage points in November, while Fisher won by 7 percentage points. The victory shows once again that Democrats can compete in any district in 2018, New Hampshire Democratic Party Chairman Raymond Buckley said in a statement. Thanks to Representative-elect St. Clair's hard work, positive message, and record of community involvement, Democrats are 4 of 5 in special elections this year, flipping seats in heavily Republican districts. Voters are rejecting the Trump Sununu agenda every chance they get, choosing results and hope over nonsense and negativity. Now that's good news, right? That's pretty good news. That's happening in New Hampshire. 4 out of 5 went to the progressive Democrats. One more, let's go to Oklahoma. This is from US News and World Report. Democrats sweep 2 legislative special elections in Oklahoma. Democrats swept special elections for a state house vacancy from the Tulsa area and a state Senate vacancy from Oklahoma City, both vacated by Republicans who resigned. In House District 75, which includes portions of East Tulsa and North Broken Arrow, unofficial results show voters picked Democrat Karen Gaddis over Republican Tressa Nunley on Tuesday. Both were vying to replace former Republican state rep Dan Kirby, who resigned this year after 2 former legislative assistants accused him of sexual harassment. So that's good news. What I want to throw, so I just want to say that's good news. Progressives and Democrats, what we said at the beginning of the year is still true, that the Democrats, if they can stick Trump to the Republicans they're running against, they will win. They have to do that though. And people are ready for change. People are ready to smash the establishment, which is another reason why those Republicans lost to Democrats. That's what I think. That's what Nate Silver seems to think. So I'm in agreement with Nate on this. Let's throw it to Bron. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this is, the Democrats can't just have the message of, hey, we're not Trump and that's all, but putting Trump to the Republicans, which I guess has happened to some degree, yeah, is slowly becoming like a recipe for success to at least make a little leeway.
I hope so. What do you think? What do you make of this, Malcolm?
Well, these are positive signs, of course, for the Democrats, but I would say that we still have a solid 14 months for the Democrats to turn this around and screw it up and go back to traditional policies. And I would say, yeah, if you just fight Trump, say, that would be one way to do it. But I would be interested to go, if anybody's going to do this analysis, I don't know. We go deeper into this and find out, are we switching votes? Are Trump voters now voting Democrat, or are these new voters? I imagine they wouldn't be new voters because special elections
never get new voters, right?
But that's what I'm interested in finding out, whether the Democrats are going to continue their efforts at getting moderate Republicans and people who are sort of middle of the road to come over to the Democratic side who might have voted for Trump, or if they're going to try to drum up new voters and that giant block of people who don't bother to vote, whether Democrats are going to go after them, because I think that's probably more productive.
I totally agree with you. That's no one's talking about trying to get the people who didn't vote to vote. Steph, what do you say about this?
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I was also considering the idea that I don't feel like anybody's coming after my vote.
Oh.
I don't think anybody,
You mean you personally, or you as a Mexican woman?
Both. Both sides, yes, Mexican woman and me. I don't know what,
Progressive as a progressive?
Yes, but the whole thing, like I'm here in California and I'm thinking to myself, really, who are the candidates? What are they going to be able to say to me that's going to get me to want to choose them over an independent?
Oh, okay.
So right now, good thing that they're making progress, but what did they happen to say in those states that more Democrats were interested in what the Democrat had to say?
I was thinking maybe in New Hampshire, that's pretty close to Vermont, so maybe they just kind of like thought he was like Bernie, and that's why they voted for him.
Didn't Donald Trump recently say that New Hampshire was a piece of shit or something like that? He said something very critical of.
No kidding.
New Hampshire, yeah, recently. I don't remember. I'm sure in the comment section they could tell us, but I forgot what he said it was a dump. I think he said it was a dump, didn't he?
Right, I think so.
Yeah. So that probably didn't help.
I do remember that.
But what I liked, and it was interesting about from the article you showed, the candidate there, I think it was a woman, she was saying that the Trump Sununu.
Yes,
we're going to see a lot of that, I think, across the country, where it'll be Trump dash whoever, like you think it's Trump Pence, but it's Trump. Everybody's going to have been Trump's running mate in the coming election.
Every Republican has been.
Yes. That's like when I was last on the show, we talked to an activist with the Democratic Party who said that we can't have a national message. We have to individually, focus.
Yes.
Right? But I think that's one thing that's going to come down from above down to and trickle down to everywhere. Say, everybody, you got to tie Trump to that guy, Trump Sununu, Trump whoever.
Yes.
And so in that sense, yeah, they are going to have a universal national message.
I agree. Yeah, Trump, Paul Ryan. I'm sure. Anyway, so we got to take a break. We'll be right back in 1 minute. You know how this works. The first 15 minutes of this show are completely free to everybody. And then after 15 minutes, the rest is just for members. So become a member, go to tytnetwork.com/join. And if you're already a member, you go to tytnetwork.com/members-live. But we'll be right back after 1 minute with some more free content. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Aggressive Progressives. I'm your host, Jimmy Dore. I'm here with Ron Placone, Malcolm Fletcher, and Steph Zamorano, the miserable liberal. So I want to very quickly, Bernie rolled out his plan, and I just wanted, Vox talked about it he did an interview right before they rolled out the plan, and with Vox. So I just wanted to talk